Let's do another of the more difficult squares. Okay, so we're going to find the length of x, the length of y, and the area of the square in simplest radical form. The x and the y will represent legs on the 45, 45, 90 triangle. The 7 centimeters will represent the hypotenuse in the 45, 45, 90 triangle. So again, always go back to your template to figure out what labels belong where. Alright, filling in my labels. I know that the 7 then represents the a radical 2, the x is the a, the y is the a, and the entire side of the square is 2a. If 7 is equal to a radical 2, I can't just look at that and know the value of a. I'm going to have to do some algebra. If 7 is equal to a radical 2, first divide both sides by radical 2. So I get 7 over radical 2 for the value of a. But remember, we're not allowed to leave it that way, so multiply both top and bottom by radical 2. This now gives me 7 radical 2 over 2 for the value of a. That won't reduce. I'm done. 7 radical 2 over 2 is my a. But if 7 radical 2 over 2 is my a, I need to figure out what 2a is to know the entire side of my square. Well, multiply the 7 by 2 and I get 14 radical 2 over 2. But 14 over 2 reduces, so 2a is just 7 radical 2 centimeters. That's the side of my square. My x value is a, so it's 7 radical 2 over 2 centimeters. My y value was a, so it is also 7 radical 2 over 2 centimeters. Go to my area formula. Area is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the apothem multiplied by the perimeter. Let's figure out our perimeter. There are 4 sides of length 7 radical 2. 4 times 7 is 28, so the perimeter is 28 radical 2. Fill in what we know. Area is now equal to 1/2 multiplied by 7 radical 2 over 2, because that's the x, and x is the apothem in this picture, multiplied by 28 radical 2, because that's our perimeter. Multiply all the integer type numbers. 1/2 multiplied by 7 over 2 multiplied by 28 is 49. Then multiply the radicals. Radical 2 times radical 2 is just a big fat 2, and 49 times 2 is 98 centimeters squared. Now let's check that. The area formula for a square is also base times height. The entire length of a side, we said, was 7 radical 2. 7 times 7 is 49. Radical 2 times radical 2 is just 2. 49 times 2 is 98. 98 centimeters squared.